we were at Copper Blues, and and it was loud. It was very loud. We were watching a football game or something, and you were like, "I got to get out of here." And I remember that I was like, "What do you mean you got to get out of here? You love football." And you were like, "It's just too loud. I got to get out of here." I was like, "Huh, okay." So I
Yeah.
watched you walk out, and I was talking to Jeanette, and she's like, "He always walks out now." And I was like, "Well, you just need to figure out why he keeps walking out. That's we need to find that out because obviously there's something that's creating this in him that he has to walk out because we both know that he loves football. We're both playing fantasy football, so we're watching all these games so we can root for our players and root against the other team's players, and so we love doing this. But all of a sudden now he has to walk out. We have to figure out what the problem is. What's the reason that he's walking out?
I didn't have the ability to communicate it because I couldn't identify it yet, not without proper help. And so I didn't have the ability to articulate it. And that is a very important thing for people to see, that you're showing up and you're asking, how can I support you? What's going on with you? And I don't have the answers. And all I really needed was somebody to actually ask me those questions like you were doing. I needed somebody to walk out of that room with me and say, I see you. You know, Jeanette was trying to give me space, and I understand, and she didn't know how to deal with me, and I was being very emotionally abusive because everything felt like an attack, and I couldn't process information. I couldn't process handling my son's teenage emotions and attitudes and her, let alone myself. But every time I walked out of that room was an action that I was not okay. And every time nobody walked out with me, I felt more and more alone. I felt more and more scared, and I felt more and more confused. Because why can't anybody understand what's happening to me?
Hmm. Now I feel really can follow you.
Well, brother, you did. We have to have compassion and grace, so please release that. I beg of you. I don't hold that with you. I give Jeanette compassion and grace. I give you compassion and grace. I give myself compassion and grace because we didn't know what we didn't know. And that's why we have to have this conversation.